everybody. It's Direct Day! But no, I actually wanted to start early because, well, it's Direct Day, so I really don't want to miss the Direct. Or at least I want to stream early. Also, hey, Oswako, happy Wednesday! Also, happy Direct Day! But, yeah, I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna hopefully try to get this done before, the Direct starts. So, yeah. But anyways, let me get rid of some of the stuff here. And also lower the opacity of these. So, yeah. Indeed, Direct Day. Like, you know, there's a lot of hype going up this morning. That's all I can say. One particular, person that tweeted out the Direct. The creator of the Mother series apparently tweeted out about the Direct, Shikasato Itoi. So now people are kind of like wondering, you know, if there will be like a Mother 3 finally. I'm still kind of like holding my hype about it. I mean, if it happens, that'd be great, because then everybody can finally play Mother 3. But we shall see. We shall see indeed. Alright, so first of all, I want to do like a little... Well, I don't really need much of a circle, I just need this part. Alright, well first of all, let me get rid of the... Yeah, apparently. Like, I mean, there's no leaks from what I'm aware of. It's just that Shikasato Itoi, tweeted out the Direct, so... Yee. That's what I heard. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the staff. There we go, the staff. I want to... Actually, no. I'll keep the staff, because we're going to need that. Actually, let's start with the staff first, just to get that out of the way. So, I'm kind of hoping to get this done, and if I don't, then it might be a short one on Friday. So, let's not waste any time. Oh, funny enough, that's actually in the right spot. Earthbound collection confirmed. If that happens, like, people are gonna... That thing is gonna be sold out, like, quickly, which is gonna be the scary thing. Like, that thing will be sold out immensely. So, that's what I'm afraid of. Like, it's gonna be, like, one of those limited things, which I'm not looking forward to at the same time. But, yeah, never know. Alright, I need to do this. Rip. And then do this. Well, put that a little bit closer. I'm using a different stylus because my other one, the old one that I've been using for more than like 7 years, is like the tip of it is actually wearing off or becoming really stubby. That's kind of hard for the tablet to kind of sense it, so I kind of changed it up a little bit. But yeah. But I mean, I don't know what to look forward to. Like, other than, you know, hopefully. Like, obviously we all have our wishful thinkings, but you never know, it could happen, but most of it is just, like, unrealistic things. But, holy crap, I'm gonna see you guys, like, 3 days today, or 3 times today, like, one right now, obviously, and then once on Kochibi, twice on Kochibi today, because, we're gonna stream the Direct. Ooh, hiccup. And then, of course, you know, whatever we're streaming tonight. And then, honestly, we really don't have a game to stream. Like, I did say that I would stream, but at the same time, you know, it's a longer game, so I might have to wait on that just a tad bit, but we're not sure what to stream tonight, so we'll figure out. Hey, this song. So yeah, I kind of want to, like, not, you know, stall too much on the drawing, so I get this done and whatnot. Alright, let's get this thing over here. Oh, that's one thing I don't like about this, is that, you know, the lines are not looking all too great. Alright. Okay, that's fine right there. Oh, why is the correction thing kind of acting all wonky? I am recording. Okay, I want to make sure I was recording. I'm like, I don't know, I felt like I wasn't recording for some reason. I'm keeping my expectations low. My only wishful thinkings are a new DK game and TTYD re-release, but who knows? I'm open-minded for any surprises. I'm here, like, I'm open for anything. Like, in all honesty, I'm not really expecting a whole lot, because we already know that Kirby's a thing. We know that Breath of the Wild, might, I mean, we already know about Breath of the Wild too, but I'm not sure about if they'll have any more information about it. If it doesn't get shown off, I won't be too surprised. Maybe they just want to keep it, hush-hush a little bit. That way don't spoil the story of Breath of the Wild 2, but who knows? I mean, yet again, we didn't really get much out of the second trailer. So, who knows? I mean, obviously for me, I want a new Kid Icarus game, but that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen at all. Also, hold on, let me do this, because I saw my stream buffer a bit. There we go. Also, hey, Flip, how you doing? Ready for a direct day? Actually, another question is, like, did you take the day off, or, what was going on with, your sister, or the direct reason? Oh my god, why is this correction thing acting so weird? Ah! Come on. I hope you're doing well, Flip. Same with you, Slacko. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing better. My sister stable. It was a stomach bug, so she'll recover within a week. Oh, good, good. That's really good. That's awesome. I'm glad the virus that we sent worked. So that's really good. I'm happy about that. It's really good. And now you get to be more excited for the direct. Yee. I know, I decided to kind of start 30 minutes early, because, I kind of want to hopefully finish this, maybe. So, hey, Joey. I hope they show news for the long-awaited Metro game. Metro Prime Pinball 2. Echoes. I mean, we'll see if they show anything Metro-related. But not Metroid Pinball. I hope you're doing well, Joey. In all honesty, I don't expect them to show Metro Prime 4 just yet, even, because they said recently that they, are still hiring for Metro Prime 4. So, yeah. Yeah, I was just talking about that earlier, that, like, Shigesato Itoi, tweeted about the direct, so, yeah. She was kidding, by the way, but, apparently it's gonna happen. Yeah, so if it happens, yeah. I found that funny. like I was thinking of making a post about, like, if this happens, then I'll do something, but I don't want to make any silly, tweet about that and then it actually comes true. If I were to do that, I'd probably be like, well, then I'll just stream, that game or something. I was just thinking, like, well, if any Kid Icarus game comes to Switch or a port Uprising, I'll probably just stream the original, but without using save states or the rewind feature. Speaking of T2ID, my goodness, I'm going to be tagging lots of great artists when I do a day photo of my custom T2ID collection. Yeah, you're supporting an artist. That's cool, cool. This. And if I don't finish this, that's fine. I mean, I kind of hope to finish this, because, Kirby doesn't take that long to draw, to me personally. But since I'm streaming it, with the correction thing, well, more so streaming just kind of ruins the flow of the line art. It kind of, like, messes me up a little bit. So it does take a little bit longer to do. But, yeah. Okay. They're being all jagged now. Why being all jagged? like this jagginess. Alrighty, Flip. That's totally fine. You know, I'm just gonna chill here. You know, just chilling here and just vibing with some art. Alright. I should really use the round tool. Also, doing good, take a nice walk and just chilling while waiting for the direct. Can't wait to react with you, Nick. Yeah, same. Like, I'm looking forward to reacting to whatever may be showcased. Okay, I'm actually gonna do like a little method here. I try and make a round shape because this jagginess is actually really bothering me. Yep, just gotta do this a little bit, make it a little bit skinny. And shrink this down a little bit. I'm trying to get like a little curve here. But it's kind of hard to do so. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's do this. And then maybe like go up here. I know it's gonna look weird, but I kind of wanna, because I kind of get tired of the whole jagginess of this. Let's increase that a bit. It's like, I love the brawl theme of Subspace Emissary, not Subspace Emissary, Final Destination. It's really neat. I like it. Yeah, that's good enough. That looks kind of ugly on that side. Yep. Yeah, why does this look ugly? Oh. But other than that, I really don't have much expectations, to be honest. You know, and just kind of waiting for, you know, the direct to happen, so I'm kind of like killing time right now, so might as well. Oh, is there like one more here? I guess there is. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, why are we being so jagged? No, why are we being so jagged? I put the correction thing on. Maybe it is the stylus I'm using. Whatever. Alright. So I got that. Oh, I didn't get the bottom part of the staff. I should probably get that. Let's go get this bottom part of the staff. There we go. At least we got the staff done and over with, and then we can slowly work on Kirby here with this little evil demeanor. Oop. Okay, I just want to make sure that the music can be heard. Well, at least, you know, mostly heard. It doesn't have to be loud, because you guys don't need to. I mean, music is fun and all, but the music's not that important, because I'm the one that's commentating. Alright, let's do the line art of Kirby. So the staff is going to be in front. So I don't need the staff layer anymore, so I'll get rid of that. Now I need to draw out Kirby here. Actually, let me use the circle tool, because that seems to be... Whoa, I zoomed out a lot. I don't need to zoom out too far. Just need that. Well, since I'm actually using a circle tool, I might as well do the feet here. Just since I have this, but I might as well get some circle spots out of the way. God, this music is really sending me. It's like, are you gonna try to finish this today? I mean, I sure hope so. I really hope so, but we'll see. Alright, so that's a good range right there for Kirby's feet. So let's draw that out. Oop. Let's make that a little bit more. There we go. Also, let me kind of like decrease that a little bit, so that way I know if I'm drawing on the wrong layer. If I mess up Splatoon 3 or if I mess up Fire Emblem stuff. God, don't say that. I would be bored out of my mind if it's just nothing but Fire Emblem or some RPG. Like, no offense to RPGs or Fire Emblem, but there's other games. Nintendo Switch has games other than Fire Emblem and some other RPG. Oh man, if they're gonna talk about triangle strategy, I'm gonna be a little bit upset by that, but like, oh no. We don't need like 5-10 minute presentation of one game. Like that would suck. Also, this is a quiet music. I should probably turn this up a little bit. It's actually a good song. It's really low. So let me turn this up a little bit. There we go. It's very quiet. I'll turn it up just a tad bit. There we go. Hopefully it's not too loud. This is actually a very low song, so I want to kind of turn up just a little bit. It's a lo-fi remix of the Breath of the Wild trailer theme, so yeah. Alright, I need to shrink this down a little bit. Maybe just kind of bring this over there. Yeah, that's kind of shrink it a little bit. There we go. Or maybe I should just turn it a little bit. That's good enough. Alright, let's draw the feet. Oh, that is... Well, that's a good thing I knew which layer I was drawing on, because if it was, well, if there was 100% opacity, yeah, I'd be like, oh, I'm drawing the wrong layer. And what am I the plus with the Fire Emblem rated? I'm not much of a Fire Emblem guy, but I'll be happy for the fans. And yeah, I like buying the special editions for collection purposes. I only buy things that I'm interested in. But, you know, that's collection purposes, I suppose. Oh, gosh, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, I'm not a Fire Emblem person either, but yeah, I have, like, technically all the Fire Emblem amiibos, except for... No, there's a female Corrin, but I don't have a female Corrin, but that's fine. We have basically all the named Fire Emblem amiibos. Well, the Smash one at least. I have Robin. My sister has the rest of the Smash Fire Emblem amiibos. And the only Fire Emblem thing I have is Fire Emblem Awakening, which is honestly a good game, but that's pretty much it. I was just kind of curious about it, but then when I played it, it's actually pretty good. Oh, that's a good point. I need to draw the hand here. Let me make another layer for that. Because that's gonna be a thing. Alright, let me do this, because I kind of want to make this rounded. It's a really good lo-fi remix by Glitch X City, so yeah. Oh, that is the wrong thing. Gotta turn this a little bit. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. I don't want to draw that. Alright, and let's erase this. But yeah, this might be a little bit of a longer stream, but that's okay, because I kind of want to get this done any way I can. Alright, and let's erase, feet here, because you don't need that. I guess once this song is done, I'll turn it down, because it's a very low song. Okay, yeah, at least it could be heard a little bit. It is actually very low. But I'll turn it back down once the next song plays. Unless it's like another quiet song, then I'll keep it up. Only Fire Emblem thing that I would be high for is the Path of Radiance re-release, because I like Ike and GameCube. And that'd be nice, because since that game is technically pricey to get. Yeah, it is very pricey to get. Alright, let me... Yeah, I need to draw the other hand. So let's kind of make it rounded. Actually, a very pudgy hand. Yeah, like that. I like a round shape. Well, not that much. Let's do that. Oh, that is the eraser. Alright, what song are we gonna play? Because I'm gonna turn you down just a bit, tad bit. Back right there. Okay, it's not. It's a Undertale remix. Yeah, I can turn it just a tad bit, like right there. Yep, not too loud. Want to make sure that it's all good. Longer is anything to pass the time quicker for the direct. That is true, but also at the same time, I kind of want to give my computer a break. Like probably like 2 hours before the direct starts. So hopefully, I don't like being on my computer too long. I like to give it a break. Yeah, I could turn this down a bit. I don't need it too loud. There, that's good. Hey, cool. What am I doing? I'm gonna draw the body here, so let me get this here and grab another. And more so utilizing the circle feature so that way I can at least draw some smooth lines. Well, smooth curved lines, I should say. That's another thing that I just remembered. Like, Smash might be over, but Smash is technically not over because we still got amiibos to go through. So I was like, it's not over yet until the amiibos are, you know, officially done for the Smash amiibos. Yee. Alright, we got the eyes. Alright, so yeah, we can. Well, first of all, erase this. No, actually, no. Staff needs to be erased because Kirby's hand is in the way, so I need to erase this whenever I can. Yep. There we go. So that way I can have a staff kind of like right there. Alright, so I'm gonna combine this and I'm actually gonna work on the face as well, since I have the circle tool already out here. So let me do this. You know, just pass the time on the directs. Alright, cool. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. And then we'll do this, kind of fix the lines here a bit. Let's make it right there. So add a little eyebrow. Kirby is just being a little mischievous little devil. Alright, we don't need that. Now I need to make another curved line. Oh, circle. No, I want the circle. Circle. Where's my circle? I got rid of the circle. Okay, that's fine. I didn't want to get rid of the circle, but I did anyways. Alright. I also need it for the cheek as well. Let me make that a little bit bigger. Yeah, like right about there should be all good. Yeah, right there's good. Whoop. Another one like around here, probably a little bit bigger. Yeah, right there. Whoop. There we go. Alright, so now that I got that, well, erase this. Whoop. I think I love when I buy custom TTYD stuff. It warms my heart when artists compliment me for buying their stuff and love seeing their TTYD love, because let's be real, the game needs more loving nowadays. I mean, I like TTYD. Like, TTYD is a good game, so a really, really good game. Okay, so what I want to do, did I not name this layer? I did not name this layer. Also, another Undertale song. This is the face. Alright, so let me copy and paste this eye and actually let's just rotate it. And then this. Alright, fix that up there a bit. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, look at him. Oh, I probably shouldn't do that. Well, it's fine. I can just use it. I normally don't really draw the cheeks, but I just kind of use it as a little guide of where the cheeks are gonna be at. So yeah. All right. So now that I got the cheeks, well, actually no, I don't have the smile actually drawn yet. I should probably do that. All right, Kirby, here's your little smile. There you go. All right, so let's combine that. Now we can work on the actual stuff on Kirby. So hey. Also, let me lower the opacity of that, and also get rid of the face layer, because I really don't need that at the moment. Oh, and eyebrows, don't need that either. And feet, because I don't need those either. And hands. And I think that's generally it. Other than that, we just got the hair and the helmet. Alright, yeah, let's draw the helmet on Kirby. Also, let me lower the opacity of the staff here, so that way I don't... Like I did just now, I drew on the wrong layer. So it's a good indication that, if you're drawing on the wrong layer, you see, the stroke kind of a little bit lighter than what it needs to be on your color that you're using. Yeah. Alright, so I can erase a part of that cheek there. Nope, not. Just part of it. There we go. Alright, anyways, let's get this here. I might as well just start with this thing here that's on Kirby. Actually, I should probably do this, combine this, copy that, paste, then rotate it, so I can get this kind of symmetrical in a way. It's a nice little shortcut, as I usually do, to kind of keep it even. Alright, and then we'll do... Oops. Come on. There we go. And do that. A lot of, copy and pasting of, doing symmetrical stuff. And not too bad. At least we got the background done and over with in the previous session, so... At least I can focus on mainly just Kirby himself. And yeah. Because I need more Poyo samples. I could use some Poyo samples. Oh, I don't like how that's erased. Actually, no, because it looks like that anyways. Hey, Zelda Remix. Nope. Alright, copy and paste that, rotate, and then we'll fix it. Yep. Try to do that a little bit. Which, sadly, I need to kind of increase the size of this just a tad bit. Right too weird. Alright, cool. Alright, yeah, let's work on this part here. Yep. Also, since Smash is done, well, actually, you know what, it doesn't mean anything. Like, since Smash is done, I can still draw more Poyos, Smash Poyos. But, you know, it really depends on what I feel like drawing, but I should probably do that at some point, like, you know, draw all characters but in Poyo form. And they're not all gonna be pink, because I kind of want to, like, work with different colors. It's just why, Loki Kirby is not gonna be pink. I mean, I'm not gonna choose them to be pink. I'm gonna try, funny enough, I'm actually gonna try the Shadow Kirby, color, and see how that looks for him. I think that'll be a nice color to complement the green. Even though the background has green as it is. But we shall see. Huh? Alright, I need to erase part of the face here, because that's actually kind of bothering me just a little bit. Alright. But that's the eraser. Now let me actually decrease the size of this. We're 30 minutes in and we barely did anything in this. Alright, I do need to work on the horn, so I think what I'm gonna do is do the copy and pasting again, so let me work on this side of the horn, get this one out of the way. So at least that's all the different layers, so I can just do this. I said do this. That's not very smooth, like. Oop. Okay, come on, buddy. Come on. Get it smooth. There we go. That's actually perfect. I could have decreased that just a tad bit. That looks actually kind of weird looking. Maybe like rotate it a bit. Rotate it just a tad bit. There we go, that looks better. Any place for a sticker sheet of all 1720 partners? I don't have a sticker machine to do that, so I can't really do that. That'd be a nice idea to do, but I don't have any sort of equipment to make any sort of pins or stickers, so I can't do that. The pin things I wouldn't mind doing, but I don't have like a little pin machine thing that makes pins. But that would be awesome, like if I were to do, like, make merchandise or whatever, I would probably do pins. Because at least pins, you know, they last longer. You know, you can put them on clothing or hats or whatever. Oh, even backpacks, you know, they're cool on backpacks. Yeah, that's fine. But the thing is, for me, you know, obviously there's like shipping and all that junk that you gotta do and figure out, so I'm like, yeah. And packaging to make sure that is all good and whatnot. Yep. Oh, that's a good looking horn right there. That's actually perfect. Hey! That's a quiet music in this time around. Sheesh. I really don't want the quiet music to be fair, but I'll keep it on just a tad bit. A little bit quiet, but that's fine. I'll fit in since I just finished Twilight Princess. Which, speaking of... Oh, hiccup. Speaking of Twilight Princess, the first VOD of my hard mode run with the Gandalf amiibo is up, so yeah. Okay, see if you guys missed the first session or want to watch it again, even though the whole series of stuff is just kind of like a wacky audio issue with the desyncing. Like, seriously, I don't understand why it's only my Wii U that does that. Like when I use my capture card on the Switch, it's totally fine. But for some reason, whenever it wants to run any game that's running on the Wii U, it just desyncs. I don't know why it does that. It's weird. I definitely buy the pins of the TTYD crew and pin versions of the 4 cons you did for me. That'd be kind of cool. Like, I feel like if I were to do pins, I would definitely do, like, maybe Kirby hats of Smash characters. Like, because since the pins are round, like, I think it's kind of fitting to, like, make little Kirby hats pins. That'd be kind of cool idea to do. I'm pretty sure that's already been done already, but still. Everyone has their own style of, you know, doing the poils and whatnot. Now, one thing that I wouldn't mind doing is actually, you know, making posters. Because there's, like, a few artworks I wouldn't mind doing posters, or making them posters of. So, the thing is, I don't really know how to, like, you know, do the whole poster thing. Or what kind of paper or printer you need in order to do posters. So that'd be a cool thing to do. Okay, you need to be a little bit sized down a bit. Like, right. Yeah, there we go. That's not too perfect. There we go. Right there's good. So there's like a little speck on my monitor. Get rid of that. There we go. Sorry, that little joke. I was trying to wipe something off of my computer. Which, by the way, yeah, my laptop's like also a touchscreen too. So whenever I touch the screen, it kind of like jolts a little bit. Also, apparently I dropped frames. Since when? Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. This is an R stream, so it's still running fine on Twitch. Yeah, it's still running fine, so... Whatever, stream, whatever. Alright, so I got the horns there, so now I can... Okay, let me lower the opacity of this just a tad bit, just to make sure I'm not drawing on the wrong layer. So that's like a point, like, I was talking about amiibos with, well, the Zelda amiibos in Breath of the Wild with Nick earlier, and I was mentioning, like, how, you know, how some outfits unlock certain things. I wonder if they will be able to use, or, you know, bring back the amiibo costumes, like in Breath of the Wild. Mind you, I don't have all the Zelda amiibos, because I would love to have Majora's. Well, basically all the Link amiibo, because I don't have Majora, I don't have Ocarina, I don't have Skyward Sword. Like, I have technically Twilight Princess Link only in Smash form, and Wind Waker, same thing, in Smash form. But I wouldn't mind owning all those Links. Yeah, that'd be nice. Like, I have all those Smash Zelda amiibos. I have Ganondorf, I have Sheik, I have Twilight Princess Zelda, so... Yeah, that'd be nice. Ah, so many quiet songs, man. Because this is like a wintry remix of the Duck Hunt theme. It's a nice little remix, though. Good boy. There we go, right in the middle. Gotta make sure it is. Alright, let's draw this out. Very nice wintry remix of this theme. There's not, like, very many remixes of Duck Hunt, obviously, but it's nice. Yeah, it's from a fan-made Smash album. I think it's called Harmony of Heroes. So, yeah, they made like a Smash fan album, which is pretty neat. That's very... what's the right word? Chill. Haha. I know, I'm terrible with making jokes. Unless we don't have much to do for coloring, because I have like a different method of doing colors now. Like I work with one color at a time. like, you know, put the base color in for that color, and then do shading and lighting for that, and just move on to the next color after I'm done with that. Which, to me, I feel like is a little bit faster, so... But that's how I've been treating with and come to, like, the big Kiddickers project that I'm working on. Which I'm, like, almost done with it, too. So I have, like, I want to say less than 10 characters to go. I could be wrong. I gotta recount again. Because I was working on, like, 2 yesterday. I finished 2 last night. But I probably will update since some of it is actually spoilers for those that haven't played the game. So I might spoil, you know, all the, you know, stuff that happens. Oh, Big Shot! I was actually... I actually wanted a Big Shot remix. Yay! I'm actually happy Big Shot came in. Finally. I need to turn this up a little bit. I love Big Shot. Ah, I love it! Well, I could turn it down. It's probably loud in your guys' end, so... I gotta turn it down. There we go. Big Shot's such a good song. I love it. There was somebody who like did like their own original song for Spamton, and I'm like, it's actually really good. Like the guy that I think they're called Stupendium, but they did like an original song for Spamton, and the rapping is just so good. I love it. And insane. But I like the beat of it most of all. Like the beat is just what really gets me. Am I done with the helmet? Because if I'm done with the helmet, I can get rid of that layer. Actually, I am. Cool. I need to get rid of that layer. Let's work on the hair, I suppose. I really love, really love Big Shot. Well, what other? Oh, there's the cape layer. The cape. Get rid of that layer too. This is by Vatrum, by the way. So Vatrum does really good, like Undertale remixes, but they don't do just Undertale. They do like some Zelda songs, some Danganronpa. Funny enough, mind you, I don't know any Danganronpa trash, but still, the only one I like is the opening for the first game. I like the opening, or at least the theme of Danganronpa. I wouldn't mind streaming, like, just nothing but streaming, like, Undertale, you know, and Deltarune. But yet again, you know, probably be best to wait until, like, Deltarune is fully finished. And then I would probably stream it. But of course, it'd probably be streamed first on Koshimi, since, you know, we both like the series. Oh, you guys are both on the same layer? Oh, okay. Ella, big shot. Alright, at least I'm almost done with the line art of Kirby. Then we can start working on the color. So we're almost done with the line art. That's just the most tedious thing to do, really much. Come on, there we go. Work on that layer. That way I don't draw over the line. Okay, that's a loud music. Yeah, let's turn that down just a tad bit. I'm pretty sure we listened to this song already. Actually, no, because it's a different cover. Oh, yeah, 4 more hours. Yeah, sweet. Less than 4 hours to go. But that also means, like, 2 more hours for me, technically, because I actually want to get this done within, like, by 2 o'clock my time. So, it's 12:16 for me right now. So, yeah. Alright, almost done with the line art. Let's draw his little cape here. As Kirby needs his little cape. Come on, there we go. I'm actually surprised. I mean, yet again, it's probably depending where you're looking at on social media, but no one didn't post like 24 hours remain for the direct thing. But yet again, probably somebody did, but I just, you know, whoever I'm following doesn't really like retweet that or post that. So I'm like, where's the 24 hours remaining thing from Majora's Mask? And I'm excited. Like, you know, like regardless of whether it gets announced, it's just fun to react. So I'm looking forward to it. And also so nice to not hear anything about Smash Bros. Anymore, so... like, not gonna lie, it actually feels nice to not hear anything about Smash Brothers. Like, I love Smash Bros. And all, but who boy, the community itself is really loud on the Smash Bros. Part. Like, I will admit that. Well, come on. There we go. Alright, let's actually do it this way. Let's rotate that. Just a little bit. There we go. Alright. Don't be all jagged with me now. There we go. That's a little bit better. And do this. Right. Oh, not that. Nope. Rotate. There we go. Didn't mean to zoom out there. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, I need to close that gap a little bit. I see like a little space there. There we go. Alright, and work on this side of the cape. There we go. Should have made these a little bit bolder lines, but oh well. And let's do this. There we go. Yeah. And let's not get too loud of a song. Just something that's just, you know, chill, but still kind of loud in a way. Alright, cool. Oh, hey, I love the song. Big Top Drop. Yeah, Big Top Bop. That's what it's called. From Tropical Freeze. Hey. Alright, so now that we got that taken care of, I can merge this. Have my face layer, have my staff. Alright, cool. Now we can work on the color. Alright, so I'm gonna start with the eyes first since, you know, might as well. So let me, eye black. Yay, now we can start with the sketch layer, which I'm actually gonna delete the sketch layer, so I'm gonna go one by one on these. Oop, 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 oop. What's the gold line? Oh, that's the background. I like this song though. It's a really good song. Alright. Color the eyes here. Also, change the correction. I don't really need the correction thing too high. And also change my pen so I can see where I'm coloring in. Because I don't really need too much correction when it comes to like coloring. Alright, and I need the white, just for the white eyes, and I need to do this. So let me give it a little bit of white here. Oop, spelled that wrong. It's a really good song. And I thought if they make a T280 art book, it would be cool to see a design as a Red Star book in the intro, or the Tau book. I prefer the Red Star book. That'd be kind of a neat idea to have. Also, does Loki have green eyes? And then I noticed, I'm kind of thinking like, wait, I think he has... Yeah, I think he has green eyes, so I'm gonna make that green. So it's not gonna be 1-to-1 on the color scheme, but you know, generally what it is. Yeah, it's Tropical Freeze as a metal cover by Game Metal that did Big Top Bop. Alright, let's kind of give him the green eyes. Maybe like that color will work. So let's do that. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna fill in all the colors, I'm actually just gonna work with each color one by one. So I'm gonna do the shading for the eye. Green eye. There we go. So let's kind of get maybe the color right there. Just kind of do our little thing here. I think we might get this done today, which is actually pretty awesome. And of course, with Game Metal, he likes to do his slow solo, which I like. I like that little twist with he does like covers of songs. He does his little solo, so I like that. All right, do a little lighting for the eyes. I mean, wasn't there like a rumor about that for a new DK game or something, like a long time ago? Not sure if it's still relevant now, but I heard there was like a rumor about it or something. I don't remember. Hey, it feels hopes and dreams. One thing about streaming is that it makes my coloring a little bit jagged. Eat a banana. Potassium. Like the Snickers thing. You're not you when you're hungry, sort of deal. Potassium, yeah. I'm not really good when it comes to like eye details, so I just kind of wing it really. And hope for the best, but you know. Yeah, I can add like one more thing, maybe like a white in there. Maybe not like too shiny, just a little bit. Yeah, there were rumors going on, but I believe it when I see it. Yeah, that's basically how it goes, you know. At the end of the day, you know, if you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't. Alright, since the black layer is already dark enough, I just need to do lighting for it. Oop, I keep spelling things wrong. Maybe like a little airbrush for Kirby's eyes here. Actually, no. Now that I have a good idea about that, let's make it like a little bit green, like a hint of green somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Just a hint of green. Alright, that's done. Where is my white layer? Right there. So this will be shading with the white eye part. So since there's green, I'll try and go for a green theme here. Nope, that's kind of way too green. I want a like grayish, greenish color. As I kind of want to make a little bit of a shadow below the eyebrows. Just a little bit. Maybe that's a little bit too green. I probably should make it gray then. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Boop. Alright, so let's do the skin color for Kirby. So what I'm going for is a shell Kirby color, so it's gonna be like the grayish color, so I'm gonna go maybe like right about there and just color that in. Oh yeah, I think that'll be perfectly for Loki Kirby. Alright, make sure that there's no other, like... Okay, I think we're good on fill-it in colors. Alright, and then we'll just do the shading. So this is how I've been doing lately for, like, how I'm tackling, like, doing details on the coloring. I do it one by one now. Which, I don't mind the new way of how I'm doing it, because that way it kind of, like, gives you more inspiration to keep going. That's how I see it. Because if you just do all flat colors, you know, you kind of get, like... I don't know, I feel like you get a little bit intimidated on how much work you gotta do. So, instead of, you know, overworking yourself on, you know, trying to do details, so you kind of take it one at a time with each, color layer. You know, start with the base color of that layer, and then work on doing the shading and lighting details, and then yeah. And if you need to add more lighting for the overall look, I usually kind of like color over the, like whatever character or thing you're doing, and I put an overlay on it. That's how I usually do it, because I discovered now that the overlay thing right here is actually really good. So, I've been using that a lot lately for, like, on during my Kid Icarus project. I'll probably like be using that like at the end of this, like at the end of completing the Loki Kirby thing. Also, Mifa. Also, I need to plug in my computer. I noticed that my battery is really low. There we go. Oh, juiced up. Yeah, I think we'll be able to get this done. Like, with the progress that I'm doing, I think we'll be able to get this done. And it's a good thing I started early, because it would have been like 1 o'clock by now. Alright, let's build this in. There we go. I want to like a little bit do like a little shading for his eyes. I'm not really good with the whole menacing look for the eye area, because I think people like do it like this and then kind of like make a little thing. I don't know. It's more so like a I see it more in anime, so where they make a little layer right here and just kind of fill that in. But I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Maybe. I'm just kind of experimenting here at this point. Crazy prediction, Square releases the Super Nintendo Collection featuring Final Fantasy 3-slash Chrono Trigger and Mario RPG on Switch. I don't know. Square's kind of like, as of late, so who knows, but I have my doubts for Square Enix, releasing stuff on Super Nintendo. I would like to play Super Mario RPG, even though I bought the thing already on Wii U, because I can't really rely on Square Enix. But we shall see. We shall see. I remember back then I used to follow like this one Kirby artist, and they do amazing shading, and it was on MS Paint too. So I'm like, dang, I wish I could do that. Mind you, like I used to use MS Paint back in the day, so it was an experience. Also, I realized I missed his other arm over there, so let me get that there. There we go. Also realizing that I actually did like shade in that area. No, give me this color. There we go. Awesome, Kid Icarus remix cover. Yeah, an instrumental cover. Nintendo, give me some Kid Icarus, please. Not asking for Sakura, because Sakura needs a vacation. Oh yeah, like MS Paint artists were like a lot of it back in the day were like MS Paint artists, and some did GIMP and all that or other art programs. But MS Paint, like, man, that hurt my hand a ton when I first started out with digital art. Because it's like I didn't have a drawing tablet back then. I didn't get a drawing tablet until like 2015, so going on 7 years with the same old tablet that I got, like almost 7 years. It'll be 7 years on Christmas of this year. But yeah, like MS Paint, like, oh boy, it hurts my fingers a lot because I didn't have a drawing tablet, so it's nothing but click, 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 and that really hurts my hand. Even like when I grew out of the MS Paint, I used GIMP, and I still didn't have a drawing tablet, so I was mostly a mouse. I used a mouse for drawing, so it was painful to do. Like, sometimes it makes my hand like feel like it fell asleep or whatever, so I had to like shake it a bit. So it was a lot of work to work with when it comes to using the mouse. And I did some art on MS Paint. Mind you, not the greatest, but there's still, something that I did back then. I remember I did, like, actually my best art that I did on MS Paint was, funny enough, I did art of Squashini from Kirby's Epic Yarn, because I like Squashini. And that's actually my most favorite MS Paint art that people like. MS Paint and Dot Paint don't have layers, which is something I can't fly with. Gimp and Krita where I shine. I used to be Gimp, but I moved on to Medibang, which I'm using right now. And Medibang is free, so hey. So how you doing, Moape? I never used Dot Paint or anything like that. I first started off with MS Paint, and then Miiverse came around, and then there was an art app on the Wii U called Art Academy, and I did use that too. So Art Academy was actually really good. Yeah, Medibang is free. Medibang Paint Pro, which I'm putting up right here, yeah, it's free. If you go to Medibang's website, there would be an option if you want to download from Windows or Apple, whatever. Mac, that's right, Mac. But yeah, it's free if you want to try it out. It's really good. It's a really good program. Like, I really like it. It's a lot better than GIMP. Like, there's a lot of options to do when it comes to, like the clipping layer is what I really like. Like, it really helps me a lot. Which, to be fair, I think GIMP does that too. It's been a while since I used GIMP for actual drawing purposes. Like, now I use GIMP just to make thumbnails for my videos. Mostly just thumbnail work and kind of making my commission sheet. So, yeah. Yeah, mostly GIMP for me is now just basically like a quote-unquote, even though it is a photo editor, but, you know, you can still use it for drawing purposes, but, yeah, I used it for drawing purposes, like, beforehand. Like, before, you know, I went to Medibang. And it's such a big step and improvement from GIMP. Well, a lot of art programs do have clipping, but I wasn't really fully aware of the clipping thing until, like, late in my GIMP life, when I used GIMP. That's when I was starting to transition to Medibang. Then I started to realize, like, oh man, clipping is actually really good. So, yeah. I know, like, Medibang is free, you know, for anybody that's interested. Not sponsored, by the way. But it's a really good art program. If you have, like, a drawing tablet or you want to check out Medibang, you can. It's really good. Alright, I don't really have much to do for the shading for Kirby, but I will actually, like, put another lighting layer. Alright, let me kind of darken this up a little bit, just a tad bit, and use the airbrush to kind of do, like, a little layer of lighting. I kind of do two ways for the lighting. Am I even on the right layer? No, I am using the wrong tool. There we go, kind of give it a little bit of lighting there. Normally I kind of, like, just use a pen for that, but, yeah, I feel like it doesn't really give, like, a good natural flow of the art. Kind of want to give some lighting here and there. Ba-da-da-bum-bum-bum. I love bass on Candy Crush music. It's so good. Hey, where are you listening? Actually, no, we haven't listened to this in the previous session. We listened to the other remix of it. I probably should make, like, another layer for, you know, darkening up the top part here. Probably should do that. Alright, so let's do another layer, just the shading. So let me do this. Brighten up just a tad bit. There we go. And just add a little bit of a dark overlay here. Just a little bit. There we go, because I want to make him a little bit menacing. He needs to be menacing. Alright, so that's pretty much done. Now I gotta work on the cheeks. So, Yeah, I need to go on this layer here. So this will be the cheek slash feet. Cheeks, got that wrong. Cheek slash feet. But I can't really see the color, so let me get rid of that. There we go. Grab that. And then make it darker. See how dark this is. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Alright, yeah, that looks good. Alright, so now we can add the shading. Like, for me, when I do it this way, like, going but one by one, it does feel faster for me. Instead of just, you know, restricting to, like, you know, oh, do the base layer first for everything, and then do shading for everything, and then lighting. I feel like that kind of messes up the flow for me now. So now that I'm doing this method, I'm just taking things one at a time. After the Adobe thing years ago, I found amazing that Adobe alternatives have become popular. I mean, yeah, like, I never used Adobe, and I feel like I don't even like the look of, like, Adobe stuff. They look kind of bland. Like, Medibang, for example, looks really more appealing to use. Because I like the look of, you know, how you have the colors here, the brush controls, and the different brushes that you have. I kind of like that. Of course, you can adjust this, like, you can move things around, but, you know, I typically like to have, you know, all my stuff here and all the layers on this side. But it's nice, though. Like, you can adjust it however you like. Because, from what I know, Adobe just looks kind of bland with a whole, like, oh, it's just a black, screen or whatever. Or gray, whatever color it is. Okay, come on. Oh man, I'll make this round. Maybe like right there. Hey, Undertale music. This is by No Block? Yeah, No Block. Which is basically the enemy counter music. Like Bang after looking into it, isn't something I would use personally. Not saying it's bad, but it's not something for me. Like, yeah, like everyone has their own different and different tastes for an art program or a drawing program they want to use. Like some people use Paint Tool, Sai, or I don't know the other names, but or Krita. I personally like to use Medibang. Like I feel like it's really good, and plus you can do like little comic panels, which you know is really awesome to do if you want to do like little comics or manga per se. Because this one is actually you know really good for doing manga stuff. That is if you like download like you know the brushes and the effects and whatnot from Medibang itself. But it's still pretty cool that you can do like little manga strips here. Which I like that little. That's why I like Medibang because it has like the little comic manga setup that you can do that you can use. And plus, I like well, hold on. Let me type this up first. It's just the cheeks. Speak. But no, anyways, my favorite brush to use is the pen sharp for light art. I like this brush a lot because it really smooths things out, especially when you fit the correction. Like it really smooths things out. Like if I increase the size of it. Oh, right, not layer. Let me go on a different layer, for example. Let me just go on this layer. Like, I like how it, well, it looks kind of crappy there, but, as I'm streaming, but it just kind of smooths things out. Like, I like how the line looks when it's smoothed out, but of course, you know, when I'm streaming, it looks kind of jagged, but it's still, like, a brush that I really like. Like, look at this line, it's really smooth, and it kind of, like, makes your line art smooth, you know, depending what size you're using. But I like this brush a lot. But I don't use it for coloring, I use it for like just line art basically. Where was I? I need to go for, where is the shading? There it is. No, and the lighting. I need to do lighting. Alright, so let's lighten this up a little bit. Okay, that's a good color for lighting. Well, maybe a little bit lighter. I don't need it because I'm going to use a different layer for lighting up Kirby's feet. Also, I realized I forgot to do the cheeks. That's okay, I'll do it after I'm done with this feet part. So I realized that this song was short, but that's okay. I don't mind. Hey! Mario 64 remix of Jolly Roger B. Yeah, it's a really good remix. It's a really nice, chill remix. Like OC remix, funny enough, which, you know, they have really good music. Alright, I need to also fix up the cheeks here. So let me color that in. And then kind of like add a little bit of color here too. And it's a little bit of lighting. Actually, I'm gonna airbrush this one. Oops, that's too big. Kind of airbrush that just a little bit. Alright. Let's add a little bit of lighting to the feet. Jolly Roger Bay, one of the best water themes, up there with aquatic ambience. Atlantis from Banjo-Tooie, Sea of Mare for... Is that what it's called? Sea of Mare for Mario Sunshine? And Abyss Abyss for Taco Freeze. I mean, yeah, that theme for Mario Sunshine. I always forget the name of the title of that song that played when you're like in the Loki Bay underwater area. But yeah, it's a really relaxing song. But of course, Jolly Roger Bay or Dar Dar Ducks, whichever you want to choose, is really, really good. Alright, let's work on... I guess we could work on the gold helmet, which is gold, right? I need to, like, look up the reference just to make sure. Yeah, it's gold. Okay. Yeah. Let's go up here and work on the helmet. Oh, don't be clipping. I'm trying to name the thing. I'll probably use it for the staff color as well, but I want to work on the helmet first before I do. So let's go for like a golden color. Like, I want to say maybe like right there. Probably like, yeah, maybe like right there, probably. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna do this. That way I don't blind myself with the yellow and the white, because that's actually pretty bad. Alright, so let me do this. I feel like that's a little bit too bright of a yellow. Let's change that up a bit. Maybe like more so a golden yellow. Loki likes his gold. He likes to be all, you know, presentable. Hey, Baruta. Such a good song. I like Baruta. It's my favorite Divine Beast theme of the out of all the Divine Beasts in Breath of the Wild. It's my favorite. Make sure I'm not missing any spots, because there might be like some spots that I might miss. But no, we're actually gonna get this done, you know, today. Cool! Awesome. Try to finish this within an hour. Because after this we just got the other stuff and then the hair, so that's actually not bad. And it only takes like, what, 10 minutes to work on each color? So I feel like this is a lot faster than what I originally did for my art. It goes by different names on YouTube. DC Amer, Noki Bay, Wanda Water Exploration, Noki Dafts, and 3D All-Stars. Oh, it's called Noki Dafts. Ah! See, Amer is like a new name I never heard of. I'm like, I never heard of it. Usually I hear like Noki Bay Dafts or something like that. Huh, okay. Interesting. Alright, so let's work on the shading for the helmet. And let's see, let's go for like a little browner tone. Be like towards orange. Like right there. Let's see how that looks. Okay, that looks good. Just want to make sure. Such a good song. This is by Vetron, which actually they did all the Divine Beast themes, including like inside the Divine Beast. Which, not gonna lie, like I like the inside the Devaruta theme as well. It's pretty good. Alright, so I guess we'll just have yeah, well, I guess we can go over this way where the shadows the shadows being casted this way, so or the lighting, so I'll just do it this way instead. Oh. I don't know why, but the horn, now that I'm coloring it, it just looks like a banana now. It looks like it, because I was just, you know, adding this color for the shading, it just really looks like a banana now. Oh man, Loki has like banana horns. He has banana horns. Oh no. Now I can't take Loki seriously. Now I just call the banana horns. Oh, rip that. He's got potassium horns. Yeah, I like the name potassium horns. Alright, let's work on this side. Hey, big shot! Another remix of it by Stirfall. Just a small remixer, but they make pretty cool remixes. to be a big shot. Be a big, 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 big shot. Now's your chance to be a big shot. Yep. Be a big shot. Be a big, 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 big shot. Now's your chance to be a big shot. So addicted to a big shot. Such a good song. Let's add a little bit of, bit of a shady shadow here. Just a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah, I probably should add some down here too. Just, for what I'm seeing, the light is being casted this way. Yeah. Hey, Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I should be able to get this done, before 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. Or I cut it to like 2 o'clock, depending on how fast I'm going. I like this OC remix though. It's a really good OC remix of the Final Fantasy song. I just like the build up for it though. It's really good. Like when that guitar, builds up, it's really good. I like it. It's actually a really old remix too. Like a really old OC remix. It's still a good one. I like this remix a lot. Alright, add a little bit right here too. I like this song a lot. Like, sometimes I skip over this song, but it's not too bad to hear once in a while. That's like the guitar. It's really good. Alright, add a little bit of shadow here since the shadow's being casted like downwards. I try to like at least work on where the shadow's being casted sometimes. Not, obviously not one perfect, but generally the idea of where the shadows would be casted from, according to what the light source is. I try to. Not really good with that, but yeah, I'm doing my best for that. Should probably do for the same side here. Alright, like right here, probably. Alright, do something for this as well. Might as well. Not too much, just, you know, a little bit. Oop. Not too bad on the lighting. I mean, well, shading, I should say. Which, speaking of which, let's work on the lighting here. Oh, shoot, I still got the cape to do. I forgot about that part. It won't take that long. Alright, so let's work on the lighting. Let's kind of make it a little bit brighter. And just add some shine here. Shine! Maybe, like, more. There we go. More close to the white. Shine get. Alright, like, do this. Yeah, there, I like do like that. Kinda add some shine gray marks here and there. Yep. There we go. Just do that. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not done with that side yet. There's still plenty more to do. Hey, Asgore. At least we're passing time, because the wait is kind of killing me, so I'm glad that I'm actually, you know, streaming this for a longer time. And started early, too, because, you know, I do want to get this done. I guess, you know, whenever I do another Poil art next time, you know, I'll probably, like, ask folks, you know, which one to choose from. Probably, like, maybe do a poll about it, like, whatever idea I could come up with. If not, I could just, you know, do my own. So, I don't really typically like doing polls. I just draw whatever I want to draw. I don't really like people to decide what I should draw. I try to add like some shine here and there, kind of give it that feeling of shine. Then add some right here, since there's gonna light's kind of hitting it right above his head. Yay! Less than 3 hours to go for the direct. Woo! Give it up for 3 hours! Alright, let's add this. Add some shine here. I'm surprised we didn't get any Death by Glamours yet. It mostly has been Big Shot, which I like Big Shot, but you know, I wouldn't mind a Death by Glamour right about now. But I'm not gonna control the playlist. I'll let the playlist, you know, play. Yeah, 3 hours to go. Woo woo. Oh, I realize it's Monday. Or not Monday, it's Wednesday. Wow, did I say Monday? I meant Wednesday. I was gonna do a joke, but never mind, forget it. I was gonna say it's hump day. Woo woo. Get over that hump. I love that commercial. It's a stupid commercial, but I love it. Just like can't wait to say it's hump day. Woo woo. Mike. Alright, I just like the voice of that camera, it's just hilarious to hear. What is today, but yesterday is tomorrow. I mean, yeah, technically yesterday was tomorrow for this day. Not wrong on that logic. Hey, Kirby! Kirby remix. This looks like the Bubbly Cloud remix, which I like. I like this remix. It's very chill. And very cutesy, like. Really peaceful remix. Yeah, Bubbly Clouds. Kind of hard to find like some really good Kirby remixes. I mean, there are Kirby remixes out there somewhere, but you know, I have, you know, personal, you know, I try to find like good ones that I actually really enjoy bopping to, or you know, just chilling with. Like I try to find like really good gourmet or green greens rather remixes, but time will tell once it, you know, it does make more remixes. Which I'm looking forward to, like, you know, once Forgotten Land will actually make, you know, remixes of classic songs, which generally Kirby games do that. They usually have nostalgia remixes, which I like. That's one thing I really do like about the Kirby series, that a lot of their titles, they always, like, make remixes of older songs, which I really like. Like, heck, even with, Kirby Planet Robobot, like, I don't really like the game too much. Like, it's okay, it's an okay game, but not my personal favorite. I prefer a Triple Deluxe. But what I like about Planet Robobot is that they have remixes for Kirby 64, and I love the soundtrack for Kirby 64. Like, they even got a remix of the factory level from Superstar in Planet Robobot. So I like that remix a lot. It's a really good remix. Yeah, like Kirby Canvas Curse. Like Kirby Canvas Curse has a lot of good remixes from Dreamland. Is it Dream? No, Curse of Shard rather. Like yeah, they actually do in Dreamland 3. But they have like a remix at the factory level. Mind you, it's not the. I like Robobot's version of it. It's really good. Connected to Pedalboat C2ID remix. I discovered so on YouTube. Nice. I found like someone did like original song of Deltarune expansion from Deltarune. Someone made an original song of that and it's really good and I love it. It's like the rapping's really good. I like it. But I more so like the beat of it. It's just it makes me, you know, jump up in my seat. Really good. But that's it for like other video game remixes. I haven't really listened too much as of late. I just, you know, kind of like wait until like remixers that I follow, you know, post something and, you know, I check it out and see if I like it. But then I haven't really gone hunting for like any new remixes of some sort. Oh, hey! I got a Donkey Kong remix or cover. I keep using that tool I'm trying to erase, but I keep using the pen tool. You can't erase with a pen, you know? Trying to add some shine here, make it all shiny. You know, like that's one thing I'm really good with is like adding like shine to like any sort of armor. Look at that, it's all shiny and whatnot. Alright, cool. I think that's enough of the shine for that. Let's actually let's add another layer of the lighting. I'll just kinda increase it a little bit. Maybe not that much. Maybe just a little bit there. Just a little bit of a shine. Just a little bit. There we go. We'll get back to the raw thing later, but let's for now work on the hair. So that'll be behind the helmet, sadly, but that's okay. Hair. Alright, so hair is black, obviously, but I'm gonna go for like a greener looking color. Like right there, perhaps. So I'm gonna turn back the light. Sorry to blind your eyes. Because I actually need to see. We don't need it that green. Maybe like more towards that way. Maybe not that. Maybe like right there. There, that's actually pretty good. That's actually a good color right there. Because I don't want it just black, you know. Gotta add some hint of color in there. Yeah, Jungle Hijinks, as you hear many remixes of it in Smash or other Donkey Kong games. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Trying to make sure that I get all the spots that I'm missing on this. Oh, we're almost done. I think 2:30 the latest will probably get done. That's what I estimated, but it could be shorter than that. As I've spent so much time on the armor, which, you know, nothing wrong with that, because I enjoy doing, like, as much as I don't like making armor or mech stuff, I enjoy doing shine effects. Which, you know, as you see from the helmet itself, it's really nice. Alright. Let me add the shading. There we go. And we shall bring this down just a notch. Okay, that's good. So far, the Loki Kirby looking pretty snazzy. This is a remix by Harmony of Heroes, which is the fan-made Smash album. So it's another one of their remixes, which is really nice. Dun-dum-dum. Dum. Not that it's part of the remix, it's just really, you know, chill part of the song. plus there's like clapping along with it, so you can clap along with the song. Boom. 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 That's nice. Alright, let's add this here. That's like a little bit of a shadow being casted this way. Actually, like, I'm thinking about it right now, like, one thing that I didn't mention in one of my posts. Well, actually, I didn't post anything about it. I just posted, like, oh, Kid Icarus for the direct, but I highly doubt it. But, I was thinking of other things that could be happening on the direct. I was thinking of Mario Party Superstar DLC, because we could use some new boards right about now. I would like that. And it was actually kind of honestly expected, because I think there was like a listing for DLCs on the eShop, like when it was first coming out. I wouldn't mind that. So that'd be something they probably might add. But we'll see. Yeah, like, I like the transitions. It's really nice. Chaos. Chaos. Hey! We're revolving. I'll just turn this down just a tad bit. It's a little bit loud. There we go. Just turn it down just a tad bit. At least we're almost done with this, so at least, you know, I got what I wanted to do is basically, get this done before the direct, so that's really good. Usually Kirby drawings don't take that long for me. Like, the most that I worked on the Kirby drawing is like maybe 6 hours. No, that's the shortest. Like, I worked on a Kirby drawing for like 6 hours, like for lengthwise of the shortest time, which is not bad. That's basically for one of the Kirby, for one of the Smash Brothers that I drew for. I'm not sure if it was Min Min or Kazuya, because I think Kazuya took the longest, which is not by much. I think that one took like 8 hours, depending, or at least 1 or 2 days. I'm not sure if it was about Sora Kirby. I think that took almost the same amount for Min Min Kirby. But generally, Kirby drawings don't take long because, Kirby is just a round, pudgy body, and you just add a little bit more stuff onto him. Alright, I think we're good with the hair. We don't need to add too much of that. So now we need to add some lighting. Lighting for the hair. But we're generally almost done. So happy about that. So that way I can give my computer a rest, give myself a break, chill, and then yeah. Alright, let's see how this looks for the lighting. I could go a little bit brighter. Yeah, that's good enough. Alright, so let me add some lighting here and there. It's like you're adding some volume to the hair just a tad bit. Oh, hey! Kirby cover. I like the song. I like the songs from Triple Deluxe. This is phase 1 of Queen Sectonia fight. I love this music. I prefer this phase over the second phase music. I'm not really a big fan of the second phase music. As a lot of people say that they really love the second phase music, but I prefer the first phase. More so because of the guitar. And the organs. Like, I like it. It just sounds really menacing. I love it. Yeah, Queen Sectonia. It's only the first phase music. I also like the start for it. It's just really good. I like things with organs in it. It's really good. Like, phase 2 is not that bad. It's not something that I listen to constantly, but it's fine. But, you know, I just prefer phase 1. If I hear a remix of the phase 2 remix, I don't mind remixes of it, but it's not something that I listen to constantly. I more so like just the creepy aesthetic of the first phase. Especially with the guitar hits, I love that. So good. So good. Especially when it picks up, it's really good. Also, I like the it's by Game Metal, but he does like a little solo / transition to one of other Kirby song that's in this cover, and it's really good. Funny enough, too, one of my favorite final bosses in the Kirby game. Plus, Queen Sectonia's design looks really neat. Personally, like, if I were to draw Queen Sectonia, oh boy, that's gonna be a lot of detail, because her wings are, like, very detailed, I must say. But hey, at least, you know, her wings has a lot of shine to it, so I might have fun with the shine, but dang. I see, like, some Genjinka versions of Queen Sectonia, which, you know, look not too bad. Try to add, like, a little bit of a shine here, or at least some lighting. I like that creepy part. Like, it just sounds really menacing. Like, you know, she means business and all that. It's really good. Alright, here, so let me add just a little bit hint of lighting on the hair. I mean, I see you like rock guitar stuff, especially Big Top Drop and Tropical Freeze. I typically like any kind of genre, but when a guitar makes the remix, you know, sound more epic, it really, you know, just gives me, you know, the goosebumps. I'm like, oh, that's so good. Especially with organs, like, if you make a boss really menacing with a metal or rock cover, oh, it's so good. Now here's his solo. Yeah, he always puts his solo into, like, any of the tracks that he covers. Really good. And then he does, like, a little transition to one of the Kirby bosses in this cover, which you might, you know, hear. So that was like a, that was basically, you know, he transitioned to 02 theme, which I like. It's like, oh, that's so good. It's such a good transition. Sorry, I had to be silent there because I really like it. Let's see. Loki's cape is like green, the back, maybe like back green. From what I'm, you know, looking at reference of. Alright, but we're like almost done. I do want to get this done, not gonna lie, but, you know, take your time, because Kirby needs to be precious and cute, but also, you know, evil at the same time. At least there's not a lot to work with, so that's good. And plus, I like doing this method because you kind of see like the progress of how far, you know, like gone into this. So I like that. And listen to a cool rock remix of the Rock Hawk theme on YouTube. Ooh. Actually, I think Game Metal actually did a rock cover of Rock Hawk. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually that one that you listen to. It's by Game Metal. It's like there's like a little pixel on the thumbnail. There's like a little pixel art of somebody with a black hat and a guitar on the left, and there's Rock Hawk on the right. But that could be wrong. It could have been something else. But that's what I was thinking of. All right, let me do a little bit of shading here. Just kind of simple shading for the cape. You don't have to do too much work on the cape since, you know, it's not really part of the main drawing. So let's just do this. Also, I'm not gonna lie, the phase 1 music is actually pretty long. Oh, it is! Yeah, that's Game Metal. Yeah, Game Metal. That's the one. That's like the only one that I know. Like, I don't know if there's any other remixers that actually did like a rock cover or rock hawk thing, but that's the one I know, and he did it. I remember he did a cover of Rock Hawk. Oh, okay, cool. I guessed correctly. Yay! Yeah, that's Game Metal. He does a lot of rock covers of other songs, and that's where the Big Todd Drop cover came from too. That's also Game Metal, and the song too. So Game Metal's really good. Like, he does really cool covers of VGMs. You know, not just Nintendo, he does other stuff too, but it's really good. Like, his stuff is really good. Oh, hey, I had time. This is actually by a small remixer. By Hanojus. I don't know how to pronounce their name, but it's called Hanojus. And they have, like, cool... I like this remix of the Subcon Forest. Well, it's more so it's called Sleepy Forest, Sleepy Subcon, I don't remember. But they did like a lo-fi cover of the Time Rift when you're trying to get all the pages of Subcon Forest in that one Time Rift. I like this. It's a really, really good song. I like it a lot. It's really peaceful. I like something chill after listening to some rock music. Actually, since the song is very quiet, I might as well turn it up a bit. It's really, really nice song. There we go. Keep it like there. Alright, so now that I got that, let's just work on lighting a little bit. I love Sleepy Subcon Forest, it's really good. Speaking of time, the Gears Breath tweet from 2019, I knew some parts of the game were inspired by T2ID, Mafia, Train, Mystery, Purple Text Bubble. Yeah, especially the purple text bubble and how it pops up. Yeah, like that's definitely a reference. Yeah, they took some inspiration. The platform, I feel like they took inspiration from like Mario Sunshine in a way. It kind of feels like a Mario Sunshine gimmick. Maybe more so 64, but it still kind of feels like it. And then, but also people say Wind Waker because, you know, how the art style of Hat in Time. Really nice. Let's just do that. There we go. Actually, that looks fine right there. That's actually pretty good. Good spot for that. Just add a little bit of shine. Then we'll just add some right here. There we go. And then add another layer for lighting. I do need to drink water after this because my head needs to rest just a little bit. Just a tad bit. So, thankfully we're almost done. Brighten that up a little bit. Right there. I wouldn't be shocked if Hat Time got an RPG spin-off. I mean, some people are more simplistic when it comes to, like, they don't have to do, like, shading and all that. Like, I see some really good artworks, you know, with just flat colors. You don't really have to use shading all the time. It's just my preferred way of showing more depth into an art. But no, you do see some, like, really amazing just flat color art, which is not bad. So now I need to work on the staff, which I might as well do it all the way up here. Where is it? There we go. I could. Yeah, I could probably do it like on this layer. Yeah, we'll just do it on that layer. Also, another peaceful music. Color. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use the same gold color from the staff. So let me get rid of the lighting real quick. Grab the gold. Gold! So, I think everything is... Yeah, everything is gold here, so... I need to do this again so I can see it better. Because, again, white with yellow is not great for the eyes, so... We're gonna turn that off a bit. So, let's just add some gold here. So this is another old OC remix. This remix that obviously Midness 11, but it's a really old one from OC remix. No, we're almost done, guys. We're almost done, and then take a break, and then it'll be direct time. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna snack on something because I didn't really eat much. I only had like one slice of pizza, but that was it. Alright, go with that. Let's add shading for the gold staff. Oh my god. Look, Kirby looks so adorable. I like it so far. Alright, let's just add some shading here. And I guess right here, since the light source is kind of hidden this way, so there'd be some shadow casted on this way. Maybe not that fully, like right there. I mean, I guess right there is fine. Like I said, I'm not an expert on where the light is being casted off to, or shadow rather, so not 100% like accurate on that. I just do the best I can and what makes it look good. Yeah, I think that'll be fine right there. It's fine. And then for this, let's just do that. We're almost done, yay! I won't post this immediately once I get done since the direct is happening. Nor tomorrow, which tomorrow, by the way, is actually, a new speed paint that I'll be posting tomorrow. So, you look forward to that. I'll post it around, 12 Central. So, look forward to that. So it is basically a continuation of the Undertale characters that I'm drawing. So, yeah. Which, you know, Man, I worked a long time on that speed paint. Like, not gonna lie, that speed paint gave me troubles. It really did. But I do like the end results. Like, I feel like there was something that I could improve from, but I'm satisfied with the results. But yeah, look forward to a new speed paint and art that I did for tomorrow. Which is actually a good time to post because, today's the direct and, things will be kind of focused on the direct for today. So I'm like, yeah, it's a good thing I scheduled it for Thursday. Like, I would have scheduled. Yeah. I would have scheduled it today, but I in the middle of streaming, and I kind of want to like make sure that everything's all posted and whatnot when I'm not streaming. So yeah. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, it's not. It's not the Kid Icarus art. It's something else that I'm posting tomorrow. But yeah, but yeah, still I'm working on the Kid Icarus art though. Still working on that. That won't be posted until the 10th anniversary, for Uprising, which is in March. So I'm not gonna update on everything. At some point, I'm gonna stop updating on it because some of it's spoilers. So I think once I get to Phosphora, which is then I'll stop updating because the rest of it, I feel like I don't want to spoil too much of bosses or characters. So that's where I'm gonna stop because I know some folks haven't really completed or played the game, so I'm like, just not update it because, like I said, I want to keep it a secret somewhat, even though I am updating on it, but not fully. But yeah, I'm almost done with it though, but it won't be posted until March. Also, Mega Man remix, which is Shadow Man. I like the Shadow Man song. It's actually really good. Actually, funny enough, like when I started liking the Shadow Man song from Mega Man, I heard this remix first before actually listening to the song that's in Smash 4. So this remix actually introduced me to the Shadow Man song. So I'm like, I actually like this song. It's actually really good. And then listen to the actual track of it. I'm like, oh, it's pretty good too. So yeah. It's really good. Add a little bit of shine this way. As light's kind of being, shown this way too, so might as well. Oh, you know what? I should have added like a little bit of shading there too. Oh well. Well, I'll probably do that like after I'm done with putting some lighting. Actually, better idea to how to do this. Do this, hold shift, and okay, that's a little bit too much. Hey, Luigi's Mansion, which I will turn down just a bit. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Which is by QMU. There we go. Kind of add a little bit more shine there. Then something right here. Add some shine. Alright, and let's add another shade lighting layer. So let's this kind of bring a little bit of color there. Alright, one more thing to do is add the little blue orb, so I'm gonna add that. We'll just call it the orb layer. Orb! So it's like a bluish color, like that color. Yeah, we'll make it that color. That? Yeah, that's perfect. At least it's only one thing. Oops. Let's add some shading to it. Add a little bit of that. Oh. Let me add this. Try to make it more rounded. Maybe like add some there. Oop. Alright, and add some shine to it. Add like a little circle shine here, as a lot of people do. Hey, Mario Kart. Can't go wrong with some Rainbow Bro music. Alright, let's add a little bit of lighting there. Alright, let me change the background real quick. Ooh, and then the golden lines. Oh, oof, that is looking wonderful. Alright, let me add my watermark here. It said watermark. Come on, did I? Oh, I moved to the wrong layer. Oops. There we go. Okay, I just want to make sure, because I moved to one layer, and I'm like, wait, I didn't want to move that layer. This layer here. And then the signature. It'll be somewhere around. Like right there where the feet is at. Probably rotate it just a little bit. I'm not done with it yet. I still want to do a few more fixes with this before we actually end it. But hey, not too bad. Oh, just before 2 o'clock as well. I want to try to add like an overlay of this to kind of add a little bit more color to it, or at least, you know, like a little glow effect. Let's make it kind of green here. Zip. Add some green in there. There we go. Alright, let's see. Alright, so let's add an overlay to this. Maybe. I'm trying to think what to do. I don't want to do too much on it. Kind of want to work on the background a little bit, like, with some details. So I might do that. Maybe, we'll see. I'm not fully done yet. I'm just kind of figuring out what to do. But I might add, like, an overlay to this. Maybe like a lime green overlay. Let's give that a go. So I'm gonna just kind of like color over this just a little bit. Whoop. And maybe like, I could probably add like maybe something bluish for that orb thing. Like right here, maybe. Come on. There we go. There. Let's see how the overlay looks like. That's not too bad. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Maybe I can do a little bit more for down here. I kind of want to give it like a green feel to it. And not only that, like there's some glow around it too, so I might as well add a little bit of gold glow. There we go. And then probably down here too. Alright, let's see what else can we do for the background. Like, I feel like I want to add something more to the background, like, I don't know, some shading or whatnot, but let's see, what can we do with that? I guess we could do, like, some shines here and there. You gotta get, I like the way how the background is, but I kind of want to add something more to it. Maybe, like, probably just black, maybe. I kind of want to add, like, a little border around. Let's see how that goes. If not, then I'll just leave it the way it is, but I like changing up the background to kind of make it more pop for the overall drawing. I might do that a bit. Hey, Shantae. So let me do this. That doesn't look too bad. This meme is also by Game Metal. I need to make that bigger. Actually, now that I think about it, I could do something for the gold lines, now that I think about it. I don't know. So the gold lines, no, that looks weird for that. Okay, I have an idea for that. Alright, so let me duplicate this. And maybe rotate it horizontally and vertically. There we go. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, that kind of makes the thing glow up more. Cool. Maybe add a little bit of a... Oops, not that. Oh, there we go. Like, add a little bit of a... Just a little bit of a shadow over Loki Kirby. Just a little bit. Kind of give some shadow so that way he pops up more. Because I didn't add an overlay, so yeah. Okay, that looks a little bit better for him popping up. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. I want to do something for the gold lines. I want to add some shine to it. So let me go to the yellow and add some shine to this. So I'm gonna just kind of like go all over the place with the shine. Like just kind of like do this, maybe. Just kind of add some shine here and there. I'll see where this goes, so I just kind of like more so experimenting with like different like stuff. Try to make the gold like shine more, like in the background, because I want to make it a little bit like shiny. Although I think white might be not a good color for that, so maybe something a little bit darker, like right there. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Cause not gonna lie, that was a little bit too bright. So I'll just kind of like add stuff here and there. And not like fully like lighting it up, but just, you know, some shiny spots here and there. Ba, ba, ba. Kind of give it like, you know, it's a like a metallic feel to it. Come on, there we go. Yeah, this looks a lot better with the shine in the background, because not gonna lie, it look kind of bland when it's just a solid color. Oh, I like this remix. I like using this remix for like, you know, funny stuff happening. It sounds like a chill, you know, chill time remix. Or music, bleh. Oh, that looks wonderful. I like the shine of the gold. That looks really good with the golden lines. Yeah, that makes it pop out more. Wish I had known that, like, when I did the previous session of this drawing. But let me, like, kind of, like, blend it in a little bit. Let me just kind of... Actually, hold on. Let me change, you know, the hue of this. See, just kind of experiment where it goes. If I were to... Actually, kind of make it more of a golden feel to it. Like, yeah, because that actually brightens it up a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, it actually kind of brightens up a little bit, so let's just change it up right there. Not too bright. It'd be like right there. Okay, I can't see from this. I need to like kind of blend this over here a little bit because I see more of that glow right on Kirby's hands here, which I don't really need, so I might have to erase that a bit. It's the eraser here. Oh, that's actually part of the thing. Okay, never mind. Well, I guess just leave it like that. But I don't know, it does kind of bother me a little bit, so I might have to blend that in just a tad bit. Alrighty, well, I guess that's basically it. Like, really, like, I don't think there's really much fixes I can do, but this is what I want to do. Alright, yeah, and there we go. That is Loki Kirby. An idea that I had for quite a while, and finally is here. So yeah, yay, awesome. Oh, hey, Nick. Showed up, like, right at the end of the stream. Unless you were lurking. Yeah, look at little Loki Kirby, he's so devilish looking. But, oh, you were always here? Ah, okay, so you were lurking. But, anyways, that is basically it. I'm kind of glad that I actually got this done, you know, before 2 o'clock, because I do want to give my computer a break. But, anyways, taking a little break. And I will see you guys in a little bit on Koichi when we react to the Nintendo Direct. So we shall see what happens. And also, I will see you guys tonight for whatever game we're playing. But we shall see. But anyways, you guys, you have yourself a good one. Hype responsibly. And yeah, look forward to the Direct. Anyways, see you guys in a little bit.